What's going on, y'all? How's y'all doing this morning? Hope all is well. Hope everybody's being safe and careful out there. Well, I reckon this morning we're going to talk about the reasons why I hate doing winter fishing. Just hate doing it. Especially for catfish. I mean, it's very difficult. Um, Most of your shad are dying off in these colder temperatures. And you gotta go out and find these fish, and it can be tough. No doubt about it. It can be very tough. I feel like the only way you might get maybe a couple fish is if you move somewhere to where the water is a lot warmer. Then you can find, your bait fish, your skipjack, your shad, what have you, and you can go out there and probably wear them out. And all that, with me, since I ain't got a boat, I have to, go to places where I have access to go fish at. And not only that, I have to bundle up. I'm talking like 7, 8 pair of pants, 7, 8 pairs of shirts, 7, 8 pairs of socks, and having hand warmers. I have no issue staying out there on that river being cold. That doesn't bother me. The only thing that kind of bothers me at times is when I go out there, get my bait, get set up, and I'll stay out there 10, 12, 14 hours, not even get a bite. And you reel your lines in every 30 minutes to an hour, what have you, depending on how you fish. I mean, a lot of people use that 15-minute rule, and I've used that rule plenty of times in the past. Sometimes it has helped me, other times it's just as bad as leaving your rods out there for an hour, 2 hours, and not get a nibble. You know what I'm saying? When you have limited areas to where you can only go so far with fishing, you have to deal with what you got. But wintertime is one of the worst times for me to do any kind of fishing, especially catfish. I mean, crappie, you know, some days they'll hit better than others. I don't really bass fish during the winter times. Just don't do it. And I know this year with winter, we've had weather changes that were just unbelievable. We've had almost 75-degree weather in the wintertime, and that's crazy. Where I'm at, all seasons hit you at one time. And I've tried everything this winter. I've been doing most of my fishing at a local dam reservoir, and I've had maybe one fish hit, two fish hit, just no luck. Other times I go out there and try to crappie fish, and I maybe get a bite or catch at least one. I mean, it's been a crazy year for fishing. I remember a few years ago when I was fishing in the winter, using nothing but chicken liver, and ended up catching only one blue cat. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's not just bank fishermen that's having a tough time this year during the winter. It's also them boaters. I haven't really been seeing a whole lot of people out fishing this year in the winter. Maybe when it's nice and pretty out and it's warm enough to go out there and fish a little bit, they will. But when it gets like what it is now, we got this 17-degree weather or what have you, and you don't really see a whole lot of people out walking about going fishing. You can know what you're doing, you can know where these fish are, but hey, there's times where they're not going to bite. Point blank simple, that's just the reality of fishing. I see a lot of guys on YouTube, they go out there and they wear these fish out. And I'm thinking, is this videos that they had previously recorded, like they stocked up on videos and just make sure they had video out every day. You know, they get done editing and upload it. You know, I like to watch realistic fishing. You know, where people tell you the cold-hearted facts about fishing instead of just making videos just to get views and money. You know what I'm saying? And I love the fish. Absolutely love it. You know, I fish, you know, with a Carolina rig. You know, and I used about 60 to 65 pound braided test line as my leader line. And I'll leave about a good foot of line. And the reason why I leave a foot of the line or a little bit more is it puts less tension on your main line. That's the reason why I do it. You know what I'm saying? Just something I love to do. And a Santee Cooper rig, in my opinion, is, you might as well say it's just a Carolina rig with a float. Just to keep it a little bit off the bottom. You know, some people find it, you know, a good way to fish. Other people like myself, you might as well just fish it on the bottom. But that's just me, you know, that's the reason why I don't like fishing in the winter. Most of your main bait fish that these bass, crappie, catfish bite, they're dying off. You know, I've even used skipjack, fresh skipjack, frozen skipjack this year, and really haven't had much luck with it this year. And we've also had people running illegal gill nets over here at the dam and local rivers and reservoirs, and it's going to kill the population of fish that we have down here. And I've been up here close to the Tennessee River going on 6 years, and there wasn't a day where I couldn't go out and cast out and catch at least one or two fish, if not more, depending on the type of year I'm fishing in. But when these people start using illegal gill nets, that's when, you know, all bets are off for me. Now, springtime is a beautiful time to do fishing, let me tell you. It's very warm outside, you know. Fish are starting to do their pre-spawn and moving on into their spawn. They get very aggressive, and it's just an amazing time to go out there and do some fishing. Even in the summertime. But the one thing about summertime fishing, boy, let me tell you, I usually do most of my daggum fishing of any kind at night, because I don't like getting sunburned, alright? I can be protected, you know, have my daggum sunglasses on, have my hat facing like this so the sun don't get me, and I get sunburned every time. Every time. But hey, it's worth it when you catch them big fish, boy, let me tell you. It's just one thing, you know, I love to do is, you know, go out there and enjoy Mother Nature, being out on the river, targeting fish and seeing if I can't get any. Because I know I'm getting sick and tired of catching them big old soft shell turtles. I'm talking them big, massive ones that when they pull, you really think you got a good fish on there, but it turns out it's one of them daggum soft shell turtles. I freaking hate it, man. I hate it. Let's move on to the last and final state that I'm going to talk about here, and that's cooking these fish. Man, I used to hate cooking fish, frying them. And the reason for that is, it was like I wasn't doing it right. But then, I was watching Irwin, I think that's his name, off of Duck Dynasty. He was doing a little crappie recipe. And he made, after he filleted his crappie, he dried them off. Make sure they wasn't wet or anything, the fillets. And put some salt and pepper, mixed it all in there. Got it some sour cream, Mixed it in there real good. Then add some flour and get all that moisture out of it to where it's nice and dry and all that stuff, and he fried them. I tried that with catfish, y'all, and oh my goodness, it was delicious. It was delicious. Best daggum type of fish I've ever put in my mouth, it seems. And I absolutely enjoyed it. Just enjoyed it. Well, folks, thank y'all for spending the morning with me. Thank y'all for the many views and comments that y'all may or may not end up leaving. If you enjoyed this video, leave it a thumbs up. That helps me, especially here on this channel, with coming up with content that y'all may get into and like. And if y'all enjoy these little fishing talk videos, I'll do more. If you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments box down below. And I'll leave you with this. Go fishing. Just go fishing. If you ain't ever been fishing, go fishing. You'll love it. Guarantee it. You might not end up catching fish, but hey, at least you're outside. You're enjoying Mother Nature. Come on. Do that for me, will you? Go fishing. If it ain't now, I don't blame you. I mean, it's too cold. But go fishing when you can. Like Richard Jean says. Because it's good for you. Y'all take it easy. Y'all be safe and careful out there. Catch y'all on the next one.